The key is just to be patient. I was just explaining to Irene and Yvonne, right? I remember their names. Tosin. Yeah. What's your name again?
Tony.
Tony. That today what I would focus on if I was in your position, in your shoes, I would focus on understanding just basic terminology. Listen to the terminology that Logan is using when he refers to either it's scenes or shows or cues, anything. Today is mostly about that. Don't expect to walk away a master programmer today, but you start there, right? You get the terminology, then you're going to do a little bit of homework. It's going to point you to some resources. YouTube University is your friend when you're dealing with stuff like this, because just watching people do it consistently is a much better way to dive into it as well. All right, so we'll go with this. We'll take some time to just talk about it. Logan will talk a little bit about the layout of fixtures, the different types of fixtures that are in the setup, the different functions of the fixtures in the setup. I think you should start there.
Yes.
What do we typically use key lighting for? What do we typically use washes for? What do we use spots for? So when you understand those basics, when you get to the programming side, you'll understand, okay, this fixture, I want it to do this. We're not throwing a party. It's not just like it's not a, like a, I was going to sound so old because I was going to say disco.
It's not like a concert.
It's not a
It's
concert.
not a full-blown concert.
Yeah, but it's really when you understand what the role for each fixture, it will make sense for you when you start to program and put pieces together and what the end goal is. As an introduction, the primary goal for lighting in houses of worship is supplementary to probably the most important function, which is number one, you want to create an atmosphere that people that are attending, if you do it correctly, they are not wowed by the lights. They don't go, oh my God, the lights were amazing. They just go, hey, worship was great, right? Because you've created the environment, the atmosphere. They can come in, they forget about everything else. You've created the right mood and the right everything. They have a great worship moment. They don't know why it was amazing, but it's because of how we're using these tools. They are really not for show and flash. They are to just aid the principal thing, which is the advancement of ministry and for people to have a great worship experience when they come to church. That's the goal. From a technical point of view, lighting is really not useful as a single entity by itself, but it really aids what we do with video, right? Lighting is important because anything that we're going to shoot videos of needs to be captured in the right light. You guys have phones on a daily basis. What's the first thing you do when you're trying to take a selfie or trying to take a video? Say, oh, the light is bad. Turn on the light. Or maybe this way. Where's the sun? This way, right? Video, pictures, all of that. They look good because of what? Because of lighting.
Yeah.
So that's the principle. Those are the basic principles you have to understand. Is that number one, we're not trying to create a show. We're trying to create an atmosphere. If you don't walk away with anything today, think about that. We're not trying to create a show. We're trying to create an atmosphere. And number two, we're trying to, as a lighting designer or as a lighting tech, you're trying to make sure that you provide the correct lighting to enable video to be captured correctly, and that our stream looks great. When people look at it, they go, hey, I want to go there and check that out. All right. So Logan, we'll start off by talking about the different fixtures that are kind of in this setup, including your house lighting, which is awesome. I'm at Gate. We're both at Gateway Church actually, and we don't have this lighting. Which for a moment we thought about stealing it. I know. But you have some really good tools here that are, I'm talking about world standard. Not your church next door. So you've got RGBW lighting for your house lighting. Logan will go through all the other fixture types from the key lighting to the, you don't have to talk about the models, you can just talk about the types. And then from then on, we'll talk a little bit overview about the console. Then he'll point you to some resources. And then from then on, it's a lot of homework for you. Logan will probably swing back around some other time to just dive deeper into just the programming side of things. Does that sound good? Yeah. All right. Take notes if you need to on your phone, anywhere. Otherwise, it sounds so simple, but then you won't remember it later.
Like audio?
Yeah, pretty much. Audio is simple. It's like that.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Logan, take it away.
Torres from Covenant Communications, and we're here to help y'all transition into this new era? Season. This new season. Sorry about that.
Yep.
So, as Kundayi said, y'all have a very nice rig, very well industry standard rig, and we'll start off by going over fixture types and what exactly that does. Firstly, we'll start from front house to back of house. As far as stage directions goes, I'm not sure if anybody. Does anybody here have any questions about what stage left means, stage right, front of house, back of house? Does everybody here know what that means? If you don't, I'll gladly explain.
I don't.
Okay, so front of house is where we're standing now. Front of house is referred to the tech booth, whatever. Front of house is always where your controlling is. So here we have all the control systems for the whole house, and that's, yeah, front of house. You'll have back of house, which is the far side, and where everything, including your your secondary control system, your communications between lighting, audio, networking, all that. There's always back of house setup, as Pastor Father knows, is in that room over there. As far as stage directions goes, you have stage left, stage right. So green, white, red, orange, no. You will notice that these don't change instantly or they don't change smoothly. These spots have what's called, color wheels in them. It's just a wheel that has 4 discs in it, well, a number disc in it with essentially little gels that provide color and colorless wash, or colorless spot, excuse me. Your stage wash. This can be known as many things. Backwash, stage wash, backlight. Hey, can we not work?
Repeat the question.
Sir.
They can hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all can't hear me?
Repeat the question.
Oh, I was just asking him to explain to you guys why it's important to have those 2 fixtures as movers as opposed to just static lights. So those are actually motorized, meaning they can follow somebody on stage. I'm already giving you answer.
Yeah. So as Kundayi answered his own question, thanks, man. Movers can move around the stage. They also have the ability for zoom, meaning they can get bigger, their angle can get wider or smaller. So you want to use movers for more of, I guess you would not say